What is going on, Pokemon fans? Welcome back to Polywar's Wrath. My name is JD, and today we are continuing with our series of figuring out who the best bug type is in Generation 1, and we're playing through today with Scyther, the Mantis Pokemon. Scyther is a bug-flying Pokemon. It's got some pretty unique things going on about it, so pretty unique things in a bad way, and I'll go over that here in a second. The stats of this Pokemon are as follows. HP is 70, Attack is 110, Defense is 80, Speed is 105, which because our speed is that high, we have a critical hit rate of 20.31, and our special is 55. We pretty much won't even use our special other than for defensive purposes. And we also in the medium fast growth rate, which is surprising. This Pokemon's got pretty decent stats, so you'd think it'd be in the slow level up rate, but it's medium fast. We'll take that. And here's the big problem with this Pokemon. This Pokemon is an example of someone got the chance to make a cool Pokemon, and someone was jealous that they didn't get to make it, and they had to make the moveset and gave it some garbage movesets to punish the person who made the Pokemon. It's what it feels like to me. Because when you look at this moveset is absolutely garbage. On the right side of the screen, you see a lot of normal there. You see a lot of normal just across the board. You have two moves that are not normal, that are not even attacking moves. One's agility and one's rest. They're both psychic. Then you have toxic. Everything else, physical damaging, normal moves. We can't even hit ghosts with most of these moves. There's only two moves we can hit ghosts with. I'll get into that here in a minute. This Pokemon has some really unique challenges in the game. And I'll explain these challenges now before we get into the playthrough, because I don't want to skip over those because the video might go fast. We start the game with Quick Attack. That's it. We only have Quick Attack, which is not bad. It's going to critical hit a lot. We're going to go first, so we're not going to get hit back a lot. We have a high attack stat, so that's not bad. However, the first gym is Brock, and Brock is going to resist Quick Attack. It's not that big a deal with Geodude, but when we get to Onix, Onix is going to use Bide, and if we attack into Bide, unless we're knocking him out quick, which with Quick Attack, I highly doubt it, we're going to get knocked out, because if you don't know, Bide, whenever it's initiated, the next 2 to 3 turns, whatever damage that's done to Onix, or whoever does it, it deals it back double. Okay, so if Onix does 5 damage every time he does tackle, or I'm sorry, we do 5 damage every time we do Quick Attack to Onix, over 3 turns, he's going to accumulate 15 damage, and he's going to double that back to 30 to us. Not good, especially because we don't exactly have the greatest amount of health, and we're just not going to knock him out. But the strategy with this Pokemon is you got to sprint to level 16 and almost level 17. You don't have to get to level 17 to win. You just have to get to level 17 by the time you face Onix. So the strategy here is we're going to wait till we're level 16, and you get 220 experience points from Geodude. And once you beat Geodude, you'll level up, you'll get Leer, and you can use Leer and pretty much just steamroll Onix. That's the strategy here. There's a similar strategy we're going to use next week with Beedrill, but that's the strategy here. And yeah, that's the only way to do it. There's probably a scenario out there where you could win at level 16 or 15 or something like that with the right RNG. However, something about my playthroughs, we go off real time. So every time we do a reset, it doesn't backtrack our time. There's a YouTuber named JRose11 who plays in-game time. So you can do that if you're JRose11 because you go off in-game time. So every time you go back to the save state, it goes back to the time in which you saved it. It starts over every time. We don't have that luxury, okay? So we don't have the luxury of making 9 to 10 to 15 to 20 attempts to get that one to get us through the battle. We are going to be timed the entire time. So kind of a way to be a little more conservative, I guess, and not as risky. But also we don't want to risk the time in the pursuit of that risk. So other things that this Pokemon gets. So this is one of the rare Pokemon that is going to be able to use Double Team in a playthrough. I won't be using it long, but Double Team is a level up move, so it's part of the strategy of this Pokemon. It's very fast. It uses that to its advantage. It does also do the badge boost. Eventually we're going to get Swords Dance and Double Team will be gone. I think Double Team is very broken. But because it gets to be a level up, we've outlawed the TM for Double Team, but we've not outlawed it via level up. So this is an advantage for the Pokemon. We also get Slash. Like I said, Swords Dance. We're not going to use Agility. Agility wouldn't hurt to have. Swords Dance is going to boost our attack stat anyway, or our speed stat anyway. So not a big deal. And we're already fast. But I don't know why fast Pokemon get Agility. A lot of fast Pokemon get Agility, and I don't know why. It's just a common trend in Pokemon games that fast Pokemon get Agility. Slow Pokemon need Agility. You need a Pokemon that needs a boosted speed because it's slow. That would make more sense, but Agility nonetheless. And then here's our rest of our moves, and like I said, they're all pretty much normal type. Takedown, Double Edge, Hyper Beam, Rage, Mimic, Double Team, Bide, Swift, Skull Bash. Rest is a Psychic move. Substitute and Cut. Now, we only have 2 moves here that can actually hit Ghosts. We have Mimic, which we can Mimic and move off the opposition hit Ghosts, which we're going to need that, especially for Agatha. And then Bide. Bide will be what we use to get through Pokemon Tower. That's it. We have nothing else that can hit Ghosts. There's not a strategy here. Even if we go to Struggle in Gen 1 is considered normal type. won't hit Ghost. So without further ado, let's dive into this Pokemon. As per tradition, our first battle is against our rival. Our rival's name is Lycansub, and we gave Lycansub a Charmander. Charmander is a fire type, we are a bug type, we're weak to it, makes sense. And with 4 quick attacks, we knocked this Pokemon out. Probably could have been 3 if we didn't get Growl, but we got Growl nonetheless. And we named our Pokemon Toboggan. Mantis Toboggan. Comment down below if you know what that's from. And while you're at it, make sure you like, share, subscribe. I usually do this stuff at the end of the video, but I've kind of already gone over what we need to do in the beginning of the game, so I'll do it now. Make sure you like, it helps out the algorithm. Make sure you comment, it helps out the algorithm like times 10 from just liking. And make sure you subscribe and share it to your friends so they can enjoy these videos. We're gaining a lot of traction, and we're just inching closer to that target of 1,000 subscribers, and we're getting there. So moving on to what we're doing in the Bug Forest. Right now we're just trying to get levels. We're at level 8. We're hoping to get level 9 or 10 so we can go into our second rival battle at a much higher level. And are we going to level up after this Weedle? I don't think we will, but we do get poisoned. Not a big deal. They're not doing that much damage to us. We are weak to poison moves because we are a bug type. We don't counter the poison type very well, so we do take damage from that. And move on to the last bug catcher here in the Bug Forest. And that's going to be a bug catcher with a level 9 Weedle. This level 9 Weedle, we're going to go ahead and 3 quick attacks. Going to knock it out very good. We don't get to level 10, and we're going to move right into our rival battle. Rival has a Pidgey, and it also has a Charmander. Charmander does not have Ember yet. So the biggest threat in this battle is Pidgey and its stupid Sand Attack. I hate this move with the Burn and Passion. I hate this Dirty Bird Pidgey. We do get a 3-hit knockout, but now we're going to have 1, 2, 3 misses of quick attack, 4 misses of quick attack, 5, nope, not 5. Yep, 5 misses of quick attack, and then, did we miss any more? Nope, we actually get the win, but we had 5 misses of quick attack from 1 Sand Attack. This Sand Attack is so OP in Generation 1, it's ridiculous. That moves us on to the Million Light Years trainer in Brock's gym. He basically tells you you're a million light years away from facing Brock, which we're not a million light years, we're only 5 levels away, so that's a little bit condescending. But we're going to go ahead and use Quick Attack, and we get to knock out. The only threat in that battle is if we get hit with Sand Attack, but we don't. So we leave and come back at level 16, and we're almost at the point of going to level 17. We only need 220 experience points, which is what Geodude's going to give us. So we're going to do Quick Attack on the Geodude, and hopefully get a couple critical hits. Going to give us a nice amount of damage here. He keeps going for a defense curl. When we hit a critical, it skips over all those defense buffs. That's why I'm hoping for a critical hit. And I don't think we've hit one yet, unless I've been talking and didn't see it. Quick attack. Yep, there's one. So we get a critical hit. We learn Leer, and now we can play bye game whenever he initiates bye like he just did. So there's 2 defense drops, 3 defense drops, 4 defense drops. Oh, I'm sorry, we quick attack there. But when he goes for bite again, we're going to go ahead and go for Leer again and get him down to 6. The max you can do to anyone is -6 on defense. But, okay, there we go. Quick attack. And one more quick attack will knock him out. Very good. We got almost half health, just below half health. Half health would have been like the 29 HP, but we got 27. And it moves them to Mount Moon. We're facing Super Duper Nerd. Nothing really important in Mount Moon. We don't get access to Water Gun and Mega Punch, so we just got a Rare Candy and got an Ether. And obviously we're getting some experience. And we knock out the Voltorb, and we got the Coughing left. Coughing looks like it's going to be a 2-shot. Very good. Get the win over the Super Duper Nerd. We take one of his fossils. We take the Dome Fossil. Oh, hell, the Dome Fossil. I know if I didn't tell you, you're going to comment and ask. Actually, now I'm going to go ahead and ask. Comments are great for the YouTube algorithm. Shout out to my guy, the Dry Bread. And that moves us right into our third rival battle. Our rival's going to come out with a Pidgeotto. We still don't have anything great here. We have Quick Attack, and that's it. We just hope we don't get Sand Attack. As long as we can get through the Pidgey, we're pretty much fine. 1 hit on the Abra. Rattata's going to be a 2-shot. We did add Bide, but not for any real reason other than just having a move just in case. We 2-shot the Charmander, beat our rival pretty handily, and that's let's move right into our next battle against Missy. Missy is the Water Gym Leader, and we're going to face her. She can come out with Staryu. Staryu, we're going to go for Double Team. Now, Double Team is, like I said, a rule. You can't use the TM, but it's actually part of the Pokemon strategy via level up. We're not going to use it long because I don't like this move. I think it's really overpowered. But it's going to help us in the early game. It's something this Pokemon gets, so why would we not utilize it? We just used Quick Attack to Leer to lower its defense, Quick Attack 2 shots, and we get a win over Missy. Pretty easy win, super easy, barely an inconvenience. And that moves us right into our next battle, which is against our rival. Our rival is starting to have a well-rounded team. So he's still got Pidgeotto, he's got Kadabra now, he's got Raticate, and he's got Charmeleon. Team's gotten a little bit better. And I think we just go for the knockout here. Nope, we actually go for Double Team. Okay, good. We set up. Quick Attack's a 2-shot. Very good. Eradicate comes out. Eradicate. Wow, we just missed a quick attack. We had Gen 1 miss on quick attack. So there's two hits on the Eradicate. Should be 1 hit on the Kadabra, and now Charmeleon. Should be a 2-shot, unless we miss, which I don't think we will. We did not get sand attacked by the Pidgeotto. We get the win over our rival, and that moves us right into Lieutenant Surge. Now, we are technically flying type, so going here is actually a little bit of a risk, but I don't think it's too much of a risk because we can set up on Pokemon that don't have electric moves. So, for example, Voltorb does not have an electric move. Doesn't he actually get electric move via level up the entire game? That's insane. But we're going to set up 2 double teams. Or on a double team when we get the Screech, so our stats go up as well. 1 hit on the Pikachu, and 3 hit on the Raichu. Raichu got massive damage there. Oh my goodness. But we do get the knockout, very lucky. We get the win, and that leads us right into Rock Tunnel to face Boomer the Hiker. We don't have anything great for Boomer the Hiker as well, other than going for double team here. Slash is added to our moveset, so that will help a little bit. It does do a lot of damage. Self-destruct doesn't do that much damage. We do have a nice amount of hit points now, 69, very nice. And now it's gone, so thanks for that, Geodude. And then we knock out the Graveler, actually knocks himself out, we survive, and that moves us right on to Celadon City. Now that we are in Celadon City, we're going to go ahead and take on the Rocket Game Corner. We could have taken on Erica's gym, but we have neither a bug nor a flying type, so we're not going to have anything super effective. So I thought I'd slow play it, maybe get, I don't know, maybe Swords Dance or something that might help out. But we beat this Rocket Grunt, he's kind of a lame, and we play with this poster, and we're going to go ahead and go right into the Giovanni fight. We still only have all normal moves. We have Slash, Swift, Bide, and Double Team. The reason why Swift is added is, one, it is a more consistent move. It can actually attack through like Sand Attack and Smoke Screen, so that's not bad. But also when we get our badges, our stats boosted, Swift can actually work and coordinate with the badge boost because it doesn't crit. Slash crits all the time, so it skips over all stat buffs, whether to me and to the opposition. So it doesn't make sense to just have Slash. Also, we can't Ghost with it, but that's why we have Bide. So Slash is a 2-hit on the Kangaskhan, and we get a pretty easy win over Giovanni. It took a little bit of time just because he didn't do a lot of damage, but he also couldn't do a lot of damage to us. So we go on and take on our 5th rival battle in Pokemon Tower, and he's going to lead out with a Pidgeotto. He's getting pretty close to getting fully evolved. We're going to set up real quick, double team 3 times, make it so we can't get hit, and Swift is a 1-shot on the Pidgeotto. Got a critical hit, don't know if that mattered. Not a critical hit on the Execute, so it's a 2-shot. We get put to sleep, but we wake right back up. Gyarados comes out and go for Slash on the Gyarados. It's a 1-shot with a critical hit. Go for Slash on the Kadabra. It's a 1-shot, get a critical hit. Is Charmeleon a 1-shot? It is a 1-shot, very good. We get the win over our rival, and that leads us right into the rest of the wow. I'm speeding this up, so I'm showing you what's going on with the battles with these Ghost Trainers because we only have Bide. So there's 1 reset. Look at all the resets we're going to accumulate through this. Okay. And I actually think I took a blackout or 2 here because I forgot to save before the first battle. So we walked into this about 34 minutes, and we are 36 minutes into this. Okay? And I'm showcasing a lot of these battles. A lot of our resets only come in this battle. That's a little, for the entire playthrough, that is legitimately all of the resets we get. Now this is sped up, like I said, so it's 200 times speed. So it's actually 8 times speed right now. I play at 4 times speed, and the footage is sped up to 200 speed. So this is going very, very fast, and it was not fast in real time. This took forever. Yeah. Look at the every time we fight this battle. So here's what happened. You go for Bide, and if he does Nightshade and Lick, or a combination of any of those things, you'll deal back damage and usually knock him out in about 1 hit. Okay? But it took us forever to get through that specific battle, and now we're moving on, and we get an Elixir there, we got a Rare Candy, and no, not yet. Right here is where we get the Rare Candy. So here's another battle, and if we don't get the same RNG, and anytime it goes for Confuse Ray, and we hit ourselves, it resets the Bide counter. Okay, so here's one example of whenever I decided, I'm just going to take a blackout here. I forgot to save. I thought we'd be able to do this, so go back in. And it's like clown music. Okay, we're going to try this again now. We're going to save, because we're going to be smart. Like I said, we've already got 3 resets. We've been here since 34 minutes and some seconds is when we beat our rival, and we're taking more than 5 minutes. More than 5 minutes to get this. Now, I'm doing a what-if scenario next week. What if Scyther has Wing Attack? We're going to start the game with Wing Attack, and it's going to make this part of the game completely obsolete. It's going to make a lot of part of the games a lot better, to be honest with you, but definitely this part of the game. This was such a slog. It was so frustrating. So this battle, same thing happens. We go for Bide. It's going for Confuse Ray, and we're getting ourselves knocked out here. Yep, and take another reset. So this is 5 resets. We're at 6 minutes dealing with this problem. And here we go again. And trying to do the same thing. We do get the knockout this time, so everything capitulates. We don't need to show what happens with, the ghost, the Marowak. But I just wanted to show how frustrating that was. So we move right into our rival battle. Rival number 6 in Silph-Co. We're going to set up Swords Dance. We get a lot of damage done to us by Pidgeot because it keeps going for Wing Attack, and we're weak to it technically. I don't know why. We should be neutral to Wing Attack. I actually think we're neutral. We're not weak to it. Swift knocks out the Execute and the Gyarados. Alakazam goes down, and Swift knocks out the Charizard. So Swift has actually been pretty much a nice move right now because it's able to coincide and work well with Swords Dance. We can upgrade that to Double Edge and eventually Hyper Beam, but as of right now, we'll stick with Swift. We're going to go and set up Swords Dance 1, Swords Dance 2, and Swords Dance 3. And we're going to go ahead and if we get Poison, not a big deal because I think we're just going to sweep the rest of this team. One shot on the Nidorino, one shot on the Kangaskhan. We're not going to one shot the Rhyhorn's going to be a 2-shot. It's not a big deal. We can do it. And we should have just gone for Swift again. We made a mistake there. Slash is going to crit, so it skips over all of our buffs. And Rhyhorn is a rock type, so it will resist our normal moves. We knock out the Nidoqueen. We beat Giovanni, move right on to Sabrina. Sabrina and her whip. And we're just, there's no reason to go for a setup here. We should just go for Slash. Slash is going to one-shot all of them. It's going to critical hit. They're all physical moves. And Alakazam and all the psychic types are really weak to physical damaging moves. So we get knockouts across the board except for on the Kadabra. And we move right on to Erica. I've never gone in this order before. I've never gone Sabrina, Erica. I don't remember any time ever doing that. So Sabrina, we're going to go, or Erica, we took her on. We're going to save and go right into this battle against Erica. And this should be pretty much a cakewalk. We are level 41. We are way over level for this battle. So this is kind of the benefit to being able to choose your own adventure and go whatever route you want. We knock out the Victory Bell. We knock out the Tango. We knock out the Vileplume. Erica is extremely easy. And that moves us right into Koga. Koga is not so easy. However, we do have a plan for Koga. We're going to set up a Swords Dance. Coughing, no matter what Coughing does, it is not going to affect what we're going to do in this battle. So if he goes for Smoke Screen, for example, we are going to use Swift, and Swift crits, so that's dumb, but Swift does crit. And if he'd have gone for Smoke Screen and lowered our accuracy, we still would hit with Swift. Swift attacks through any kind of accuracy buffs, anything like that. And then the last one is Weezing. We get the knockout. We get the win over Koga. Super easy, barely an inconvenience. And move right on to our our second to last gym leader, which is Blaine, the fire gym leader. He's the one we were probably the most effective against. However, he has horrible AI. So Growlithe just goes for a bunch of healing moves. We one-shot the Growlithe. We one-shot the Ponyta. And I don't want to do a lot of damage myself, so I saved Double Edge for the last 2 Pokemon. I think if I'd done on Growlithe and Ponyta, I might not have had enough health to survive the battle. We get the win over Blaine. That moves us right into our final battle against Giovanni. Now Giovanni's going to come out with a Rhyhorn. We're going to set up on the Rhyhorn 1 and 2 and 3. And we also get a little bit of a boost because he tail whipped us. And we're going to go for Slash on the Rhyhorn. I know that Slash and our badge boost don't work well together. I get that. But we don't want to be using Double Edge here. It's going to do damage to us. He's already done a decent amount of damage. What we want to do is we're going to mimic Dig. Dig is going to be mimicked, and we're going to use Dig against all that. He did use Growl, so it does lower our attack stat a little bit, but with 6 badge boosts and with 3 Swords Dances and a badge boost, it didn't affect us that much. And we're going to knock out the Rhydon in 1 hit. Very good. We sweep Giovanni and his whole team. He was really a non-factor, and that leads us right into our final battle for the Elite Four, which is our rival battle. Our rival is going to come out with a Pidgeot. Pidgeot has Wing Attack, so it can affect us. But what we're going to do is we're going to set up, and we're going to go for Swords Dance right here. 1 Swords Dance. 2 Swords Dance. And 3 Swords Dance. Come on. And we're going to mimic... Why are we going to mimic Wing Attack? That's dumb. We just made... I think we might have lost this battle. I don't remember. But we might have lost this battle. Critical hit doesn't knock him out. And now we only have 23 hit points. We do not have a rest or anything applied. So we're not going to win this battle. Fury Attack might get the knockout here. Nah, we're going to get knocked out by a Rhyhorn, aren't we? No, maybe not. We're going to get the knockout, but whatever Pokemon we attack next, it's going to knock us out. Wing Attack knocks out the Execute. We might get lucky here, but I don't think we are. We don't have anything powerful enough to knock out the Gyarados. He's going to hit the Hydro Pump. Okay, yeah, we're going to fight this battle again. We are not going to mimic Wing Attack. Wing Attack is a dumb strategy. At least get 2 setups and just go to the next Pokemon. Okay, Hyper Beam was added. We have Hyper Beam. We're going to go for Hyper Beam. Actually, we should go for Swords Dance. Go for Swords Dance. Or Hyper Beam or Swords Dance, either one. But going for Double Edge there is not smart. Knock out on the Execute. and double edge on the Gyarados. We do not have enough health, I think, to take one more attack on the Alakazam or the Charizard, so we're going to go for Hyper Beam on both. We get the knockout on both. We get the win and move right on to the Elite Four. Now that we're at the Indigo Plateau, we're about to head in and face the Elite Four. But beforehand, let's go over the stats and the moveset for this Pokemon really quick. Our attack stat is 182, defense is 147, speed is 177, and special is 117. And when we look at our stats in the bottom left corner, where I have the corresponding badge boosting them, our attack stats 204, defense is 165, speed is 199, and special is 131. So great stats across the board, to be honest with you. Not bad at all. And then our moves are very quick. We have Hyper Beam, Double Edge, Mimic, and Swords Dance. What can be changed out here is potentially Double Edge for rest. I don't really have any other options I can choose. Like, look at this moveset. It's like not even half a thing. So it's not a lot of options here. Hyper Beam we got from the game corner, and if you don't know, I do pause the timer to get that because some Pokemon need this to play through the game, and it's kind of an unfair advantage for Pokemon that don't. So I do pause the timer, and I think every bug has used this, so it makes sense for the bug types. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into our battle against Lorelei, the Ice Specialist of the Elite Four. She's going to lead out with a Dugong Gong Gong, and Dugong Gong Gong is going to come out, and we're going to go ahead and start setting up. We're going to set Swords Dance. Aurora Beam does a decent amount of damage. We are bug and flying, so it's pretty effective. And we got 2 set up, we got 3 set up. We survive a 3rd attack, and Hyper Beam one-shots a Dugong. Hyper Beam's going to one-shot the Cloyster. In Generation 1, you don't have to take the reset turn if you knock out the opposition. We're going to go for Hyper Beam on the Jinx. We should have gone for Double Edge just to be safe. Same with this one. If we missed, we could get a Blizzard there, can knock us out, it could freeze us. There could be a lot of things go wrong, so play a little more conservative next time. But we're going to move right on to Bruno. And I think the reason why I didn't do that is I really didn't have to do much. I had to heal and not much else. So we're going to go for Swords Dance, going to set up on the Onix. And we're going to go for Hyper Beam on the Onix, and we should be able to just steamroll the rest of the team here. We're going to mimic Ice Punch just to be safe on the Onix. That way we don't have to, we might run out of Hyper Beam, and I don't really want to use Double Edge and potentially get too much damage done to us. We're going to try to avoid that as much as possible. It takes a couple extra seconds, but we get the knockout over Onix, and then Machamp, Double Edge, very good. So that leads us right into our next battle, which I considered to be the hardest battle of this game. I thought it was going to be the worst battle in the game, Agatha, because the only thing we can do is we can only mimic Nightshade and just hope for the best. So mimic Nightshade, and like I said, hope for the best. We can't hit Gengar otherwise, so Gengar looks like it's going to be about a 3-shot, and she subs him out, which I don't know why. We're going to go for Hyper Beam on the Golbat, get the knockout, very good. Comes back in, that's a free turn for us. He could have attacked us again. Nightshade on the Haunter. Now, right now, we're below like a 1-hit scenario for the Gengar, so I'm like, well, this battle's over. But I still persevered and tried a Nightshade, and it goes for some dumb stuff. We power through a confusion, get a first try victory over Agatha. Was not expecting that. And that leads us right into Lance. And I think we are pretty much good to go when it comes to the Elite Four. I don't think Lance is going to do anything to us. We're going to go for Swords Dance. 1, 2, and 3. Actually, nope. We're going to mimic Hydro Pump just in case we need it. We probably didn't need to do this. So what I did was I got Hydro Pump just in case we needed it for the Aerodactyl. Because Aerodactyl is rock type, so Hydro Pump wouldn't be a horrible strategy. Because it could just, it just does Hydro Pump and you can knock it out in one go. Hyper Beam on the Dragonair, Hyper Beam on the second Dragonair. Aerodactyl, we're going to go for Hydro Pump and miss. Now we confuse ourselves, we hit ourselves. So like, you know what, damn it, this is not working. And we could get knocked out, so go back up for Hyper Beam. All along could have just done Hyper Beam and then Hyper Beam Dragonite. Pretty easy win over Lance. I complicated it by overthinking it too much. And so that leads us right into our next battle, which is against our rival. Our rival is the champion. He's going to lead out with a Pidgeot. We're going to set up on the rival. We're going to go ahead and go for Swords Dance. And we're going to go for Hyper Beam. Nope, we're not going to mimic. We're going to go for Hyper Beam. It's going to knock him out. Very good. And that leads into the next battle against Alakazam. Next Pokemon, we're fully set up now. We get hit by a Psychic. Not a big deal. And we're going to go for Hyper Beam on the Alakazam. Wouldn't have been a bad idea maybe there to mimic Psychic, just so we have an extra move. But right now, I don't know why we're doing this. We are fully set up. We can just go for, I was overthinking this. This is a strategy I'm just commonly doing with every playthrough. So I commonly just stop there and try my best to, like badge boost a little bit more. So now we have 4 Hyper Beams left. Now here's the problem with Hyper Beam. There's only 8 power points of Hyper Beam. So we just used a 3rd one, and we have 2 left. Hyper Beam knocks out the Gyarados. If we don't knock out the Charizard, we do not win this battle. We are not going to win this battle. We do survive a Fire Blast, but we are burned, and we don't have a move. Even if we mimic a move, we're not going to have enough stats to knock them out. So we have to take a reset there. It's reset number 7. So 1 hour and 3 minutes and 30 seconds. And now we're setting up again, and we're going to go for Hyper Beam on the Pidgeot. And this time I'm going to go for a Mimic. I'm just to make sure I have a move, we're going to Mimic Psychic from the Alakazam. And it's gonna help us. We're fully set up, so we don't really need to do much else, but you just never know. This is why, like, a move that's not 100% accurate, it's like 50% accurate. 90% accurate, you think we wouldn't miss at such a crucial and critical moment, but we did, and now it cost us here. Now we have to fight this battle again. Hyper Beam is a knockout on the Rhydon. Execute comes out, knockout on the Executor. There we go. And Gyarados goes down to 1. We level up, so we lose a lot of our badge boosts, but we do knock out the Charizard in 1 hit. So that leads us into the Hall of Fame. Let's get our time lock in. We just tapping. And hopefully we're going to get a good time. 1 hour, 4 minutes, and 20 seconds. We can get this under 1 hour. I'm very positive on that. I'm very positive this Pokemon can easily land under 1 hour, or under 1 hour. But we took like 6 minutes to get through Pokemon Tower. Now, like I said, I'm going to do a what-if scenario. I'm going to do another playthrough with the same scenario we have right now with the moves we have and everything. Just see if I can maximize and optimize this Pokemon a little bit. But next Wednesday, we're going to have a what-if scenario. What if Scyther has Wing Attack? Now, in Pokemon Yellow, he gets Wing Attack, but he gets Wing Attack such a weird level. He gets like level 50-something. Okay, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to start the game out with Wing Attack, see how much better this makes this Pokemon having a move that is not normal. Just anything that's not normal. But we also have to go ahead and rank this Pokemon on our ranking list. So let's go ahead and look at that. So as you look at our tier list, we have kind of a trend developing. The best bug type we have is just under an hour, and all the other bug types are technically our bottom 7 on this list right now are bug types. So where does Scyther fit into this mold? He's going to fit right here. 1 hour and 4 minutes and some seconds. Puts him just slightly above Butterfree. Butterfree into the game at 1 hour and 4 minutes and 33 seconds. So Butterfree slightly behind Scyther. And these two Pokemon, I hope, but do I think I can get them in the sub-hour run? I think I can. I think I really can get them in the sub-hour run. Scyther especially, just because it has the ability to badge boost, so it has a lot less RNG going against it. Butterfree had so much luck because it relies so much on Sleep Powder. So I don't know how much can happen with Butterfree because it requires such a luck-based strategy. But nonetheless, that leaves 4 bug types in our bottom 8 Pokemon. That's not good. That's not good, and that's not good endorsement, I should say, for the bug type in Generation 1. Are they cool? Do I enjoy the bug types? I like the bug types, but when it comes to being the best type in Generation 1, I think we can kind of rule that out, unless Beedrill surprises us. And I don't think Beedrill will. I predict Beedrill is going to be down in the over 70 mark, just because of how long it's going to take to get by Brock. But we don't know until we do the playthrough, and that's what's coming out next week. The other thing that's coming out next week, next Wednesday, I said it before, I'm going to say it again. We are going to be doing a playthrough of Pokemon Blue with Scyther, but he is going to start the game with Wing Attack. In Pokemon Yellow, and I don't know the level, I think I'll look it up while I'm talking to you guys. In Pokemon Yellow, Scyther gets the move Wing Attack, but it's such a late point in the game, it kind of makes no sense to get at that point. But nonetheless, it can get that, and so we're going to kind of just turn that on its head a little bit. Yeah, level 50. Why get a bit? At level 50, you get Wing Attack, a 35 base power move. Why would you get it that late? That makes no sense. You have wings the entire game. If you got like level 20 or 25, I can maybe understand not starting the game with it. But no, we're going to start the game with it, see how much better this Pokemon can do with it. Anything that's not just normal type. So that's going to make a lot of things better. We're probably going to fight Erica long before we actually go and fight the Sabrina this time. That's going to mean that the Pokemon Tower is going to be a lot easier with the ghost types we got to deal with. There's a lot of things going on. So, like I said, there's a trend going on, and it seems like the bottom tier Pokemon really are, at this point, Fire and Bug. Those seem to be the trend, whereas the Ice types and even some of the Fighting types are up there in the top tier. Well, we do have a lot of other types to do, so that's going to be in the future. So let me know what type you want done next. I think I'm going to do Grass type. No, I haven't decided yet. I could also do Rock type. I've been contemplating just do like a couple standalones because the Rock type is weird. A lot of the Rock type are Rock Ground. So I was going to do that while I do the Ground type. But then you have like Amistar and Kabutops and even Aerodactyl. And Aerodactyl's kind of got an interesting what if I want to do for Aerodactyl. where I do his Generation 2 moveset, where it like level, I think it's level 12 or 15, he gets Bite. And we don't have Ancient Power in this generation, but I thought maybe when he's supposed to get Ancient Power, we just let him get access to Rock Slide, things like that. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. How'd you like this video? How you like the ranking? Do you think Scyther can do better? What strategy do you think I can employ that could be a little bit better? I don't think there's much more I can do. The moveset's very limited, but that's why I'm really excited to do the what if to see how much better this Pokemon can do with just a slightly better moveset with a little bit of, TLC, tender love and care. How much better can this Pokemon be? Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. This is JD. This is Poly Wars Wrath. Have a good one. I'll see you guys next time.